Imagine living every single day without seeing anything. No sunlight, no smiles, no colors, only darkness. That's how the life of a man who was born blind began. He sat by the roadside, hearing footsteps, voices, and laughter from people passing by. But no one ever stopped to look at him. Some ignored him, others made fun of him. And there he stayed alone, asking for help day after day, believing that one day God would hear him. But inside the simple heart was something powerful: faith. He couldn't see, but he believed. And when he heard that a man named Jesus was healing the sick, making the paralyzed walk, and even bringing the dead back to life, a spark of hope lit inside him. He thought, if I can just meet him, my life could change forever. Then one ordinary day, something extraordinary happened. The street was crowded, the noise grew louder, and a multitude was approaching. The blind man heard the sound and asked, "Who's passing by?" Someone answered, "It's Jesus of Nazareth." His heart started racing. He began to shout, "Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me." Some told him to be quiet, but he shouted even louder, "Jesus, have mercy on me." Suddenly the noise stopped. The footsteps ceased. The crowd went silent. Jesus had stopped. The master turned and came toward the man. The disciples asked, "Teacher, who sinned, this man or his parents, that he was born blind?" And Jesus answered, "Neither this man nor his parents sinned. This happened so that the works of God might be displayed in him." Then Jesus knelt down. He touched the ground, made mud with his saliva, and placed it on the man's eyes. Everyone watched, confused and silent. Then Jesus said with a voice full of love and power, "Go, wash in the pool of Siloam." The man hesitated for a moment. He didn't ask questions. He didn't argue. He simply stood up and started walking. It wasn't easy. He stumbled, held onto walls, fell and got back up again. People laughed and mocked him, but he kept going because he believed, because he decided to obey. The pool wasn't close and the road was rough, but he didn't give up. When he finally arrived, he knelt down, touched the cool water, and washed his face, just as Jesus had said. And then something happened. A light burst before his eyes. The darkness vanished. For the first time in his entire life, he could see. He saw the blue sky, the shining water, the faces of people, the sunlight glowing on everything. He laughed, he cried, he shouted with joy, "I can see! I can see!" People around him were stunned. "Isn't that the blind beggar? It can't be! It's him," some said. "No, it's just someone who looks like him." Others argued, but the man smiled and said, "It's me. I was blind, but now I see." The news spread quickly. Soon he was brought before the religious leaders, who questioned him. "How were you healed?" He answered simply, "A man called Jesus made mud, put it on my eyes, and told me to wash. I obeyed. And now I see the Pharisees didn't believe him. 'That man is not from God,' they said. But the man replied with courage, 'I don't know if he's a sinner or not. One thing I do know, I was blind and now I see.' Even when they rejected him, he didn't deny the truth. He knew that obedience to Jesus had changed everything. He was thrown out by the leaders, but his heart was full of peace and gratitude. Later, as he walked through the city, Jesus found him again. The man looked at him and recognized that familiar voice. Jesus asked, "Do you believe in the Son of God?" The man said, "Who is he, Lord, that I may believe in him?" Jesus smiled and said, "You have seen him. He is the one speaking with you." The man fell to his knees, tears in his eyes, and said, "I believe, Lord." And right there, in the middle of the street, he worshiped the Son of God with all his heart. The narrator's voice softens. The greatest miracle wasn't just seeing the world, but seeing who Jesus truly was. The man could now see the light with his eyes and with his heart. Just like that man, we also need to obey Jesus, even when we don't understand why. Sometimes God asks us to do things that seem strange, hard, or confusing, but when we obey, He changes everything. Obedience opens doors, faith brings miracles, and trusting Jesus brings light where there once was darkness. Many people want to see God's miracles, but few want to obey before they see. The man only saw the light because he trusted and did exactly what Jesus said. If he had doubted or given up, he would have remained blind. So kids, always remember this: obeying God is the best thing you can do. Even in the small things, when your parents speak with love, when it's time to forgive, to pray, or to choose what's right instead of wrong, that's obedience to God. And when we obey, the light of Jesus shines inside us. Jesus is the light of the world. Whoever follows Him will never walk in darkness. He wants to open the eyes of your heart so you can see what is good, what is right, and what comes from God. So don't let this story end here. Read the Bible every day. That's how God speaks to you. Pray always, tell Jesus everything: your joys, your fears, your dreams. He listens to every word and cares for you deeply. And if this story touched your heart, subscribe to our channel, Bible for Little Kids. Give this video a like and share it with your friends so that more children can also know the power and love of Jesus. Because when we obey God, we always find the light.